no lie, no lie. Especially like, well, okay, what era do you rock with though? What
Um,
decade?
I like 60s, 70s,
Damn.
80s,
Okay.
and early 90s.
Early 90s. Okay. Well, you done named all the classic shit.
Yeah, the reason why I like the old ones is because they said exactly what the fuck was on their mind. They didn't make up no new words for it. They named their songs exactly what the song was about, exactly what the song wanted to say.
See, man. See, I rock with that, but man, a lot of them were lying though.
What you
Like,
mean?
man, they say all that. Like, once again, I'm a guy. Like, and that's all I think. Man, see, we about to go already go off the rip, go off where we supposed to be. But I think the difference, how a lot of people say R&B and all that is dead now than
Mm,
before,
yeah.
is because I think guys are trying to be a little bit more upfront of what they want and things of that nature. Rather than back then, they did a whole bunch of lying and begging, like a whole bunch of lying and
They
begging.
did lying and begging, but at least when you listen to the song, anybody who knew English could understand.
Okay. No, I do respect the talent of
Like you
singers.
could
That
honestly
who's
get in the car and listen to something from the 70s or the 80s. Pick up the headphones, girl. You could
mm,
listen to something from the 70s and the 80s, and your mom and you could actually like it.
because it's timeless. Well, no,
Yeah,
no, not all of it, not all of it. No, see, and I'm big on. It was trash back then too. It was some trash back then too.
of
Like
course.
when I think of Funkadelic, like Funkadelic, they have some hits. They got some bangers, okay? But they do have some trash, okay? I'm talking about some straight boo boo water, okay?
Not
I
boo boo.
mean, like boo boo water, like the commode. Because
I've heard that word
I
so
would bump an album. Cause I would bump the album, not just a song. I remember we went back and listened to some George Clinton, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck these gentlemen were smoking that night, or snorting, or shooting, but they was on one. I'm telling you. But
You know what?
hey, that's how it goes.
The fact that you could listen to old back in the day R&B music and those songs, and you don't know if they were a man or a woman because they hit them high notes so high.
Mm,
Like the
mm,
stylistics, you would have swore there was women in
man,
that group.
man, they got that one. Is it the high note, the tenor?
Yeah.
Ooh, like, and that's one thing I would say. Like, so if you had any artist, if you can have their vocals, what artist would that be?
Shit.
I
Uh,
know. I always think about that.
their vocals. Who does like a low and a high at the same time? I don't know. I like Anita Baker. I like that she could go deep and still
Hmm.
be a lady in her music. And I like that
Hmm.
raspy. I just like raspy voices in general. I don't care if it's man or woman.
Little Anita. Okay, little Anita. All right. Man.
It sounds like she
I,
gargle and she still don't swallow. I like that.
that fits your profile. That absolutely fits your profile, man. Like, hey, I see why. Okay. Okay, all right.
Oh man.
No judgment, no judgment there. Dang. Let's see. I may have to rock with. I thought about this as a kid. Like my favorite R&B artist as a kid, hands down, was Gerald Levert. So
I
it'd
know
be
you
Gerald
were saying
Levert.
that. Are you talking about LSG Gerald or by himself?
What's the difference? Like
I don't know.
you
I
talking
feel
about his
like
style, his
he's
tone.
saying. I feel like he's saying LSG so you can know like that man meant that shit.
I think I would have to go with both.
Mm.
Like I would have to go with both, like both of them, because I would have my, I'm singing directly to her. Then
Yeah.
I'm with my boys, and I'm like kind of talking shit, singing. You know what I mean? This is, I'm gonna show you what I really can do.
Mhm.
Then after Gerald, like really, because I didn't know much about this cat until I got older, and
Mhm.
he has the range he has with his voice, and I'm not talking about the pitch and things. It's how he can sing at that tone. It would be what was known as Harold Melvin, or better known as Teddy Pendergrass.
Hello, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes. I Miss You is my shit.
Man, hey, see, when you talked earlier,
Yeah.
when without talking exactly how they meant and felt. See,
Yes.
on that album, they talk to your ass. I ain't even go dry, I ain't even go sing to you. I'm gonna talk to your ass. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Let me tell you how I really feel. Now, if you listen to I Miss You, he
Mhm.
is talking about some straight fuck nigga shit. Okay? If you really listen to it, I'm like, Jesus, this was what the fuck? I really miss our child together. What? Where you been? I was kind of out and about. I didn't have a
Yeah.
job. I went and I got a job. Straight up. I know I went and I got a gig. You don't know the slang talk. I got me a job. What were you doing? Like
Yeah.
what position was you in
Fucking
initially,
off.
Playboy? Man, wasn't he though? Wasn't he though?
But I like it. I love it. Um, who else begged really good? Aaron Hall. He begged really good.
Man, hey, Aaron Hall not only big really good. Aaron Hall, no man. What's that? Baby, don't go. Right there when he was like had a cut on. Hey, that's my shit. That like he had a cut up. But he begged at the end. He begged at the end. He did beg at the end.
Hmm. And then
Aaron Hall was before his time though, in my
Jodeci.
opinion.
Jodeci is like a newer version of begging,
They
like
direct
a
see it's
street
a
boy
difference.
begging.
You're, see, it's a difference. See, the dudes back in the 70s, 80s, well, I can't even say 80s, back in the 70s, 60s, and 70s, they begged for the woman.
Yeah.
Jodeci kind of started that I'm begging for the pussy. That's what I'm begging for. Like, you
Oh,
can keep the rest. This is what I want.
right.
Man, what's up, Octavia? Man, once again, shout out to everyone checking out. I'm gonna be rolling in. We really just go chop it up for a minute. I know the fight going on, but we ain't worried about seeing two grown rich men fight.
True.
We gonna see
All
the highlights and clips later.
for entertainment. Because they don't need the money.
Yeah, hey, man. Hey, don't stop. No telling. Once again, I don't be in them fellas' pockets. If I'm
Yeah.
out here want to make it like, hey, I know we need it, so we gonna be out here on stereo. We want y'all to tell y'all people, tell your friends, tell your family. Okay, come in, leave us some voice messages. Let us know. We talk about music. We're gonna talk about love. We're gonna talk about getting shot down, being heartbroken. We'll talk about all that good stuff tonight. So once again, it is 713 Drake or Mr. D713 right here with She Gets It's Pod or Shan or Cozy Womb. We got
Hey.
so many A-listers in the building. We all over the place, baby.
Right.
But man, I can't. Who else has that begging? Did Betty? Do you consider it as a woman being begging like Betty Wright? Betty Wright was up there.
Yeah, but
She
it ain't like wide known as she be begging.
Yeah,
I don't feel
I
I
think
don't feel
a lot of
like
people
women
don't listen to lyrics.
yeah, I don't feel like women's songs get that much light as far as like begging goes.
You think so?
I
Alicia
don't
Keys is a known beggar. I would say that Alicia Keys would be that.
she ain't begging no more because she got somebody's man.
Oh my God, would y'all ever let that shit go? Like, damn, I would say one black woman that black women would not support is Alicia fucking Keys, man. Shit,
Woo-wee!
y'all ain't gonna
Got him.
ever let that shit go.
The girl said, "Got him."
Man, straight like that. She played the game. She made the right
He
money
played
moves.
it
How
bad
can you
too.
knock
Like,
it?
how you gonna friend his wife and him and then make your move?
Did it work?
It did work.
It did work. I'm like, man, I gotta shoot for the stars. Aim for the prize. That's what you gotta go for.
As
But
well.
I'm telling you, I talk to my wife all the time. Like, soon as you bring up Alicia Keys, what that bitch talking about? I'm like, whoa, damn. No, like
Yeah.
10 years ago, cuz man, let
But
it
you know
go.
what? To me, she hasn't made a great album since they've been in a relationship. It's like been like a song that I listened to, but the last album I got from her, which one was it? What was it called?
Does
It
she
was,
need to make a great album anymore though? Does she need to?
we don't, but at the same time, I would rather you put out songs than you try to put out albums like we want to listen to it because we don't.
Mm-mm. Soon as I hear, click, I switch that shit quick to the motherfucker. I ain't trying. Her voice kind of annoyed me, man. Her like that's one verses that I did not mind missing was
Hmm.
her and John Legend, because that voice is
I didn't
kind
even
of
listen,
annoying me after a while.
yeah, I didn't listen to that verses at all.
All right, let's see what
I
this voice
like
message is. Let's see what we talking about.
I like John Legend under Kanye.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Alicia Keys just can't sing, so
There
My
it
you go.
kind of doesn't
Oh,
matter what she makes as far as
don't
a
do
song.
I
that.
agree.
She did just
I
make a
agree.
song with her and Sir, and she
Oh,
has a
Ooh,
like a thing on Netflix that's really good. That's talking about her making that song with her and Simpa. Yeah,
I
mm,
did not know she had a song with Sir. I would go and listen because of Sir.
I
I would
love
sure
Sir.
do that. Yeah,
I
I
love
I just found out about Sir this year, 2020. Like I
amazing,
like this dude's been a hidden gem in this motherfucker, man.
amazing. My
Man,
kids,
but
if I play him in the car, y'all gotta shut up.
man, hey, soon as I heard that John Redcorn, like he put a snippet on it on Twitter, okay?
Uh-huh.
And I'm telling you, I think I talked about this on one of my episodes, and the
Yeah,
I'm like, okay, this shit, the beat. Oh, he caught me with the beat. No, first
yeah.
he caught me with the visuals because he used
It looked like the
um King of the Hill. I
yeah.
love King of the Hill. Okay, and I'm like, okay, we got a black King of the Hill going on. Is that Kendrick? That look like Kendrick. Okay, I think that's Kendrick. Okay, and then when I saw, what's the other dude part of the group? Damn, the chubby one. Oh man, you got it. I can't believe I can't think of his name right now. But either way, and I heard that shit, and he just did. They did like 30 seconds of the song. I was like, oh shit. I was waiting for like to hear the premiere. Heard the premiere. I like, man. Then I started listening to his other music and back. I was like, I'm a fan. He got a fan. He got a fan for sure. Right on. I see these messages talking about.
Alicia Keys can sing okay, but her dancing, on the other hand, it's
Mm,
a little cringy at
Jesse,
best.
what is
mm, mm. She ain't no. Hey, she. Everybody can't be a Leah. Everybody. I ain't gonna say
Ashanti
Leah can sing.
dance?
I would never say Leah can sing, and I'm a Leah fan. I'm an Aaliyah fan. I will fight y'all over
Ashanti
Aaliyah.
dance, and
Ashanti can't. She
she's
really
a
can't
hook.
sing either.
Ain't nobody really listening to a full Ashanti album, but she's beautiful. The body is
Woo,
amazing.
ain't she though? Ain't she though? Mm.
Yes.
Imagination. Okay, okay.
three hour drive. Just look it up. It's 3 hour drive.
3 hour drive. Hell yeah, I'm gonna check that out right now, man.
Yeah.
But like with John Legend got one of those. I can bump him like elevator, like in passing. I'm okay. That's a good song, but I could
What?
not listen to a full John Legend album. Like I would swerve off the damn car. Like I can't do it. I can't do it.
I gotta listen to like old John Legend, and then I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah,
be
I
all.
can. Man. So I just know one thing. Like for instance, with love songs, like heartbreak songs,
Mhm.
I don't think either John Legend or Alicia can do it for me. I can bump Aaliyah to a heartbreak. She got that one song.
Like Tony Braxton. The first album I bought when I was little, well, I must have been like 10 or 9. I bought that Tony Braxton album with the red writing on it and her
Hold on, was
shortcut.
it on cassette? Was it on
It was
cassette or
on.
was it on CD?
It was
Compact
on
disc.
CD. It was on CD, I think.
Oh, you did a compact disc. You're showing your age. Okay, so we got to go to cassette. I'm gonna bring it back to cassette.
Oh man. On
Yeah,
cassette,
I
what did
think.
I have on cassette? I had LOX on cassette. I had Ice Cube on cassette,
I
America
had.
KKK. Shit. Yeah, I didn't
I had
really
two.
have
I
a
know
lot.
I had Too Short on cassette. I remember that was one of my first cassettes I had. I had no business listening to Too Short at the age I
Nobody did.
was at. Man, I'm talking
Let me
about going to sleep with headphones on listening to Too Short.
and you still had to turn it down.
Mm, man.
Babyface all day. Babyface
Yeah,
had looking for illusions because wasn't no man about to work all day and come home and cook and clean for your ass. Nobody.
he did. He did lie to y'all about that shit. Like, because you know what? Y'all don't want that. Y'all don't want that shit. Y'all really
No.
don't. Y'all don't want that. Because he didn't say, oh, he gonna love you now. And a lot of these women want to get their back broke in. And, what? It was you. It was you talking about. At that
What?
age, you can have no, it was you. It was you. Where you talking about talking crazy to the dudes you would say when you had to get checked sometime. Yeah, Babyface wasn't going to do that.
No.
Babyface was going to cry. If you talk to him like he used to talk to men, the Babyface would have balled up and cried. Just saying.
Or he would have made me feel like I was in the right, which I didn't need.
Either way, it wouldn't have worked out.
What else? Boys to Men.
Oh,
Um,
I hated Boys to Men.
why?
I was not a fan of Boys to Men. Hold on. Let's see what he missed talking about. We can come back to Boys to Men.
Secrets by Tony Braxton is
Yes.
the absolute best Tony Braxton album. But if you
Yes.
are brokenhearted, that is
Well,
the absolute best album because it won't make you kill yourself, but
you
you
will grow.
be in the moment. It's mood music all the way through.
Yeah.
mm, we don't want you to kill yourself. No, 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 no. We'll
My
mention the suicide hotline in a second. Don't do that.
my 6-year-old loves Tony Braxton off of that album. And Brandy, the one with the dookie braids on the
Hey,
cover.
I was gonna say Brandy. I was gonna say Brandy. That's the only way I rock with Boys to Men is with Brandy. That's the only way.
Man, she
Cause
said to me,
them together goes with it.
she was like, "Can you skip this song because it makes me feel sad?" And I said, "And that's how you know it's a good ass song when you have girl."
With the children tell you it's sad. Hold on, let's
Right.
see where we at.
Hold on, but I'm trying to see what Tony Braxton CD this was. I know it wasn't that one that had that song "The Heat" on it.
No, I think she had like a white tank top on and a black jacket and some jeans on the cover, and it was like a white background. I know the writing was red in Tony Braxton, but I can't think of the name of that album. But it was like hit after hit after hit after hit. She definitely lost the money from that album in that bankruptcy that she had.
Mm,
She
mm,
definitely
mm, mm,
no
mm,
coin from that album because that shit was legit fire.
mm, mm, mm. Man, see,
Um,
and I like. I keep going back. It's Teddy Pendergrass and Gerald Levert. Telling them two guys for me, for the heartbreak, for the sad, for the R&B tip, for the sadness. They are the ones that do it for me every
yeah,
time. I mean,
Bird could have had all my draws. Okay, all of
oh
them,
Lord, all of them.
all of
Even
them, even the ones that have to go in the laundry. Take. Um, I remember crying when I found out he passed away going to class.
man, that was sad. Cause what it was him. No, it was his brother. Then it was him, right?
Yeah, and his dad is still living. That's
Oh
crazy.
yeah, man. We went to OJ's concert last year. Around this time, we went to OJ concert to be exact.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we were the youngest motherfuckers in that concert. Okay, but it was still good, and you can tell Eddie's an alcoholic if people didn't know that. Like,
Yeah.
and he be cussing up a storm on stage. He don't give a fuck. He be talking shit, talk
Yeah.
about singing songs like y'all don't even know this is us because these motherfuckers stole it from us. Like it, it was such a diverse group of people too, and it's so unique hearing. Oh, I got need to do this like with the OJ since they have so many songs throughout time. You know, like just like I see what artists are trying to do now. You got to have your core audience hits. Black people. Then you got to have your pop white people hits.
Yeah.
Like, cause when they were playing for the love of money, white people didn't know what the fuck that was. All the black people turned, okay, live as hell. But when they started playing Love Train, white people went crazy.
I love Low Train. I
Man.
love it.
Oh, a song that Well, I'm glad we're not on camera. I'm getting a little emotional now. Okay,
Oh
you know, a
no,
song from the OJ that really hits me hard
they
is
smiling.
Brandy. You know what you say?
The one with talking about they smile in your face. That one, Backstabbers.
All the time they want to take your place, the
Yeah,
backstabbers.
that one.
That's
Isn't
them.
that the one about the dog?
Man, I did not know Brandy was actually about a dog.
But you know
Like,
what I thought about when I was writing? I was like, you know what? People say he wasn't talking about a woman; he was talking about a dog. But in
he was
reality,
talking about a dog.
he was
Was he
talking
talking
about
about a
a woman because they both was bitches.
Hey, hey, mind blown. Mind
Talking about both of
blown.
them because they both was bitches. So he thought he was slick. See, people back in the day, they was smart about their music, man. He was
Man, I'm
smart.
telling you, I'm sitting back
He
like
was
I'm
he
like
was so hurt that he called the woman that left him a bitch and told y'all that he was talking about a dog.
man, I'm about to I gotta listen to that tonight. Like you know I'm about while we talking, I gotta listen to that now because that mess me up. I own their albums. I'm like, what do
Right,
you mean?
right.
Like I gotta look damn, because I'm telling you, because I had dogs that ran away before, and I had a dog named Brandy, and I'm like, like so I thought this song was specifically made for me, but God had him made it for me years ago. You know what I mean? Am I making sense? Am I making sense?
Right. You are.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, like with them, with Teddy Pendergrass, okay, he got a song talking about "Are You for Real?" Well, it was Harold and the Blue Notes. I did not know.
I,
I was listening to Harold. I always loved Teddy Pendergrass, but when I never knew of Harold and the Blue Notes, I was young, okay. But
Mhm.
when not until like 2 years ago, maybe three, I was like, "Damn, it sounds like Teddy Pendergrass."
Yeah,
And I had
I
to take up and do some research.
Teddy P. He just knew that he ain't really had to do much to get women. It was just all over him. All over.
Man,
Don't
man.
forget, don't forget Lenny biggin ass.
Who? Lenny
Lenny,
Williams?
yes.
Man, you got to do what you had to do back then, man.
That
Like
man
that's what I
said, I
think,
watched TV until TV went off.
man. Like that come to Heartbreak. That's another person you go to. We need to make a playlist. So y'all, if y'all out here, y'all can hear us. Shoot us your playlist. What would you put on a playlist? Give us 5 songs you got to have on a playlist when you're heartbroken. A breakup album. What would you put on it? We got to know
All
this, man.
Jasmine Sullivan because all I wish for and pray for her is so she have a great relationship because she need one.
No, she
Um,
don't. Fuck Jasmine Sullivan.
oh, Keisha Cole, boy, Keisha Cole. Mary J with the swoop over that one eye. Also,
The
she got me.
original, the one that fresh off the
Hey,
pipe.
listen, not fresh off the pipe. They say you know how hurt a woman is by how dark her lipstick is. That woman had on black lipstick for like 2 years.
Man, hey, she was jamming them whole 2 years too.
I love it.
That was the Puff Daddy, Method Man, all the way down for you. Oh man,
Yeah, it was good. I like that. That was when she was going to concerts with what you call it from Jodeci, and they was fighting backstage and having to perform at the same time for that extra oomph.
what? Huh?
Yeah,
What?
her and what's his name from Jodeci. He was an alcoholic. He's still an alcoholic, and they would get into like fights and shit and like step on stage and have to perform. And the aggression made the songs better.
Was this something on purpose or just natural?
This is just like naturally how their relationship was. It was like super toxic, but
Was it
because
Casey or JoJo or was it another one?
I think which one is the skinny one?
Okay, I got one with hair. One with hair, the one that's bald. That's what I
The one,
know. Which one? The darker one or the lighter one?
the darker one, the one with hair that always wore the
Casey,
glasses.
Casey, Casey.
That was a drunk, and he would just
Oh yeah.
act. Yeah.
That damn. I gotta ask my baby about that. You know, I can. Has that unsung came out yet?
I don't know. I haven't watched Unsung in a long time.
That's my shit, man.
What about High Five? A lot of people don't know.
I know about High Five. Isn't that the one that one of them died near an air conditioning unit? He fell asleep near an air conditioning unit and got carbon dioxide poisoning and died.
Oh shit, I don't know.
Uh, I'm good at bringing people down like that. I'm sorry. Let's see what this message is about.
I don't know if y'all heard of him. His name is Black, and he spells his name with the
You,
six
you talking about
instead of a
Six Lack?
B.
Six
Yes,
And
Lack.
his
he's
That's what you talking
first
about.
album, I think it's East Atlanta Love Letter.
I
That's a
love it.
good album for somebody to listen to, you know what I'm saying, and break up. But it ain't one of those feel sorry for yourself type deals. It's gonna make you, you know what I'm saying, get back in the swing.
Mm.
Yeah, man, that's a
And
good
he's
album.
Six Lack. He blocked me on Twitter years ago.
Why?
I would never call him. And I said, this was a tweet. I would never call your ass black. You'll be Six Lack till the day I die. Like, like you ain't about to make me look unintelligent by saying or
He's so
intelligent by saying you got a six LACK. That's Six Lack, brother. What you talking about? Hey, it's not black.
stupid. Yeah, I probably would have blocked you too.
Yeah, I deserved that one. But he deserved to block me. Like I don't mind it. I would take that one on the chin any
Uh,
day.
who else? Some Maxwell songs you listen when you break up.
Man. Oh. That can go either way. That could go either way. That could be a happy song, or that could be a full
Yeah,
breakup cry. Just sit down and cry.
yeah.
Ooh, that ooh. I don't know why am I feeling this way. Why are my emotions going the way they go?
Still Unplug will make you depressed. That album will make you depressed.
Mm-mm-mm.
Um, shoot.
Hey, H Town Emotions.
Oh god.
Man. Please tell me you know about that. Please, you gotta know about that.
I have it on one of them love albums, one of them slow jams albums. I,
Man.
I think I do.
Man, this baby mama put my iTunes up, man. What?
You might as well, especially if you got Apple Music.
Man,
Let's see.
I rock with Spotify, but I do have Apple Music right now till Christmas Day.
I got the
It's just
album called Down Low Slow Jams.
what's the name?
And it had
Harold
Shy on there. Remember Shy?
Shy. It's
Yes.
ringing a bell.
Let me see this.
Oh,
If I
oh,
ever
yeah.
fall, that song. I got that on. And what else? There's so many different ones in there. It got Drew Hill in my bed.
Drew
Um,
Hill, man. That you talking about before the remix, correct?
before the remix, yes. Um, Babyface, When Can I See You Again? Begging ass nigga.
If you don't know me by now, I miss you. Hold on. Oh,
Begging.
hey.
Mm. Yeah. It's you. Mm. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Miss you, baby. I miss you.
Man,
I
hey.
swear.
That nigga was in his bag on that one. Like, I'm talking about the man. I would say that's I love music so much like this, man, because I just want to be the guy in the studio, be part of that. Because like what we have now, usually it's been remixed, it's redone, it's so plastered over. That's why the feelings are synthetic. They're not real. It don't feel authentic. That shit
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
That shit right there.
You know the studio smelled like hair grease, sweat, and aftershave.
Man, and dirty water. Cause
Oh yeah.
they had real segregation back then, so they didn't have the cleanest of pipes in the areas they were at. It was probably made in Detroit. It was probably in Detroit. Shout out to Mike. But it, but it was like Dave. I'm telling you, like you knew when he did that. Can you imagine the feeling in that room? The step up, that motherfucker killed that shit.
A lot of
That,
a lot of songs back then, people just needed to hear the beginning. They was done.
mm-hmm. Women in the audience. Ah! Like you said it early. You said it early. It was a rap. Panties everywhere.
Oh
Panties
man.
everywhere. Was cracking Greg. Man. See, we got the singer right here, man. We got the singer right here. Like I can't hold a note. I can't. I once again, if I had Teddy's voice or
A lot of
um
people make you feel like you could sing though. A lot of
man,
artists.
oh yeah, he's one of them. But I know I can't do that. I
You
know I can
remember
just do the little hollering.
one last cry? One last cry. One last cry.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
What else?
I'm trying to find on this album though. They got this song, man. Oh, he basically it's not even like R&B. He's basically telling his girl every time we go out. Hold on, he hit her with the hey, sit down real quick. Put your jacket down. Sit down. Listen to me. Let me talk to you.
I know what song you're talking about, but I can't think of the name right now.
Are you? I think it's called Are You For Real? I think that's the name of it. Are You For Real? But basically, he just telling her, you acting out bougie and shit. I got my homeboys and partners and all that. You act like a straight bitch out here. Check yourself. You know,
Mm-mm.
if you talking about what they don't have and shit, they can't buy them a drink. Oh,
Listen.
but yeah. So I just know with the R&B never been my. It's been when I was young, and that's how
Mm-hmm.
you can take breakups. I'm gonna give. Again, I would say I don't know which one breakups hurt. I had a let's see, and we go mix it and shout out. We going once again. This is 808's and Heartbreaks, baby. We're talking about some situations we're in our lives that we got our quote unquote heartbroken, and the music we listen to, a music that got us through it, and things of that nature. But man, I will never forget one of the breakups I had that a girl broke up with me. This is
Mm-hmm.
like this is young. This is like eighth grade. I'm taking it back. And once again, new was it eighth grade? Yeah, no, it was ninth grade. It was ninth grade. Okay, it was ninth grade. Um, dating a chick that went to a different school. Blah blah blah. Didn't know much. Once again, I didn't start really dating until I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, like I don't know where you from. They had the annual fair and shit like that.
Yeah.
We're at the fair, fair, and what night is with the black? What night all black people go to? That's all I'm saying. Do y'all have the same night all the black people go to the fair at the same time?
No.
They call it nigga night. But
Nigga, that.
I'm sorry, that's that's a night you should. That's the last night. Like you can tell you've grown in life when you try to stay away from that night. So on Thursday is where all the black people go on the night of the fair. Young and old, and usually somebody in get shot. I'm not making this up. That's just what the fuck it is, okay? But I'm like, damn. I went and I was dating this girl. We just talked on the phone. We barely even saw each other,
Mm-hmm.
and stuff get around like stuff get around how it was gonna happen. Long story short, she broke up with me in a crowd full of people.
No.
Like I'm talking about, like it was fully set up, and it was like embarrassing as hell because it was like a whole crowd of kids and adults that see it,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like hurt. I was like, why? I was shocked. I
Yeah.
was put aback, but I was like, damn, what she had to do me that way? And like once again, it was like a weak ass, baby ass relationship didn't mean shit to me really. But it was
Mhm.
just like fucked up.
Man,
And
I accidentally did my ex like that, not on purpose.
accidentally,
Okay, this is
what?
what happened. This is what happened.
Please explain
So,
yourself, man.
no. This is what happened. We were neighbors, right?
Hmm.
And we went to school together. And then I went to college, and he didn't want to go because he didn't know what the fuck he wanted to do. But he was still like
Hmm.
fucking off and not like keeping a job, and just like I was trying to figure out like how the fuck can we maintain this relationship. And when people ask me, what you got going on, I got all this shit to say. But then when it comes to you, I can't. I don't know what to say because you're not doing nothing. So
Mm.
I
Hear
basically
that,
was on my.
fellas? Get
I
on your
basically
shit.
I was on my last discussion with him. Like, we need to fix this and this and this in order for this relationship to work. And I think because he thought we were neighbors and I cared about him, I wasn't going anywhere. So,
Mm.
long story short, after that discussion wasn't going anywhere, like a week later, I met somebody and we were just
Ooh,
cool. We wasn't even
ooh.
like together. We were just cool. And
Think it's time to let it go.
he didn't have his cell phone on him when he
Mm.
came to pick me up. But everybody
Mm.
was outside, and the where our houses is, it was on a cul-de-sac. So I was
Mm.
on the hill and he was right next to me, and everybody was outside. Moms was outside, cousins, the kids, um, his family, and I was leaning up on the car trying to like walk to the front of the subdivision to meet him so he wouldn't have to drive up in the cul-de-sac. But he didn't have his phone, so I had to stay there. So he was
Mm.
standing next to me. My aunt was in the yard doing like work with the plants and shit. And homie pulled up right in front of the house, and I got in front of everybody, and everybody was like, "Ooh!" I was like, "Oh my god, I feel so bad," but it
You
was like
should.
nothing
You
I
should
could
feel
do.
bad.
It was nothing I could do, and he still brings that shit up to this day. To this day.
I would too.
Oh my
That's what you
god.
call a love TKO. Those love TKO. Shout out to once again. Shout out to Teddy. Have a song for that.
Sounds like another little TKO.
Hey, once again that beat right there. Oh, so you see, okay. So has there ever been a moment a guy broke your heart, like just
Oh
like
hell
boom,
yeah!
like shot?
My first heartbreak felt like I died. Like I
Mm.
died and I got resurrected to a motherfucking menace to society as a woman. And
Mm.
this is why
See. Oh, go ahead.
I say the
That's how I
menace
was
to
gonna go.
society, because before I was nice, I was giving, I would like do shit without you asking or needing me to do shit. I was just like in bliss in my mind. I was naive, and then reality hit me, and then the lies hit me, and then the remembering like all the times where I felt like shit wasn't adding up, and now it's confirmed that shit wasn't adding up. That hit me. I was just like, oh, I've been a fucking fool. And then it just made me feel stupid for being a good person. And whenever you make a woman feel stupid for being a good person, you'll never have her 110% like you had her.
Hey, that see, and that's kind of it goes both ways though. It goes both ways, and I would say which came first, the chicken or the egg? Was the man heartbroken first, or was the woman heartbroken first? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that was my situation. I had to turn into a savage. I
Yeah.
was a sweet guy. I was nice. I was but I wasn't a bad dude at all. I was too. I've literally had a woman tell me I was too nice. The girl I
Yeah.
dated in high school, like she was scared to date me because I was a smart kid, nice guy. She was used to dating thugs. When I put the dick in the back, her mind changed and shit. But all in all being said, it was like, damn, you get that rap. But I'm also wasn't that guy was just because a girl wanted to date the quote unquote thugs, and when I get older, like, oh, she's gonna wish she had that. I'm just like, I hope you don't beat your head in and you get shot up or you go to jail because you trying to smuggle you with drugs. But shit, I hope you wish y'all the best. But everybody think different. But man, I'm saying this song right here, that Jay-Z, when I listen to this, I'm telling you, that gave me that whole
All
logic
right.
of
That video was done on my birthday, and I was like, okay, I kind of like the song. But you know
I'm
what's
just gonna
so
play this
fucked
and
up?
continue.
He actually felt like this chick that he was talking about should have waited for.
Hey, I'm not saying who's right and who's wrong. All I'm doing is
Waiting for nobody.
oh, make this song cry. I can't see it coming down my eyes. I gotta make this song cry, nigga. Good dude.
Good, good.
I know you
Just
love me like cook food.
gotta move like a quick move. We finna go see.
Ugh,
Man,
ugh,
ain't nobody waiting for nobody no more. Ain't nobody
ugh.
waiting for nobody no more. That's reality. And if somebody tell
Is
you they
that?
waiting for you, they have somebody sucking them off.
Mm, mm. See, that's why I like. I got a loved one that's taking a little bit of vacation right now. And I wonder if he really thought the booze gonna stay down for him. There's no ill will towards the one, but I knew she wasn't. you know,
I feel like that's a
like
selfish thing to think. That's a selfish thing to think. Like a man or a woman is going to stand there and not need for nothing or emotionally need somebody or sexually need somebody while you go fuck off.
is it? Is it? So do you like? Once again, I'm not arguing it. I'm not arguing. I'm just questioning it. I'm just all I'm doing.
Yeah.
Because, like, once again, if you was like, I could see if y'all was perfect, everything was good on the outside, and y'all happy and all that. I would absolutely, I wouldn't consider it selfish then, I wouldn't. But if y'all had y'all rocky times, and she didn't feel totally secure, and your ass, it was some problems. Y'all wasn't married, and y'all was just baby mama, baby daddy.
Yeah.
They kind of put something else up in the air.
Yeah.
I know we got a little voicemail. Let's see.
Man, have you ever heard This Can't Be Life off of Jay-Z's Rock La Familia album? It was Jay-Z, Beanie Siegel, and Scarface. It's kind of sad and
Okay.
depressing. Uh,
Oh yeah.
Beanie Siegel was talking about growing up poor. Jay-Z was talking about his stillborn child. And
Mm.
Scarface was talking about a friend that he found out had died.
Mm-hmm.
Into that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know that for sure.
I'm on juice duty. Okay.
Same beat, baby. A Kanye to the.
It's kind
Oh, see, this is another sad one though. This on some life stuff though, man.
of-
And that's Teddy Pendergrass right there.
Mm.
I just once again, everything coming back from great music, man. We from Texas. We listen to everything with Face Mob in it. Simple as that. But
Mm-hmm.
man, you talking about like it's. Do you know who Zero is?
No.
It's a rapper from Houston by the name of Zero. Okay. Mo City Done, Zero Cricket. I can keep going on to that. But I used to listen. Like you want to listen to depressing music? Listen to Zero. Let me tell you that right now. Like I'm too old. My life is too good for me right now to listen to depressing music. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Like
Yeah.
I can't put my mindset in there any longer because shit is not that bad for me. Zero.
Album
If
that
if
I listened to when I was like 15 that was super depressing. It was a Dido album, like this white girl. And I'm just like, oh shit. And I listened to it, I think 2 days ago. I'm like, damn, I really hated my life at 15.
Man, we been there. That teenage angst, man, that shit is worrisome.
I
Like
hate
I had my little cousin live with me. Especially with girls, that shit crazy.
Cause we got so much shit going on. Like we just now getting like at that age introduced to panties being in between our butt cheeks and just trying to make ourselves feel like it's okay.
Hey, my condolences and all my good feelings to y'all, man.
Like, oh damn,
I
like
don't
you
care.
be
I know
tortured.
it's a privilege. I say all the time, I know it's a privilege being a man. I don't know if other guys don't say that shit,
Oh my
man. Like shit, I do not want to have a period. Like I've had blue balls 2 to 3 times in my life. I couldn't imagine having that shit once a month for a week. Fuck
listen,
that,
trash. Trash.
man. And ooh, trust me. Yeah, but that's a whole different conversation. What we got right here?
Oh yeah, zero. And Trey the Truth, like the first
Yep,
Zero song I ever heard was One Night.
most cities. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, he went the one night. I didn't think he was gonna say that. Jesse, I don't think you knew about that one
I
night,
gotta listen
man.
to this person now.
I'm about to cry. Think about what one night is. That was a good ass. That was off ABN, man. Assholes by nature.
What is that about?
Um. Okay, like zero. You ain't zero is very misogynistic than a motherfucker. Like he would. I think he would be very successful if he wouldn't shoot himself in his own fucking foot. You know what I mean? He is a great rapper, but he is very toxic. Okay, he's the song that's he's the guy who sang "I Hate You, Bitch." See, and that goes back to that heartbreak shit, man. Gentlemen, fellas, if you from Texas, especially from Houston or East Texas in total, and a girl broke in your heart, like broke your shit, I hate you, bitch, was go beat on that damn CD. Okay, and that's kind of when I had my heart broken. Later on, it was like I started listening to more rap songs than R&B songs when I got older. You know, I started listening to that. I got to get on my feet. I got to hype myself up. I got to
Oh,
become a dog ass nigga. You know, that's unfortunate. Like you said, you had to become your way. I had to become, you know, I don't know. I hated becoming that, you know, but yeah, it was like I had to get my, I had to sow my raw oats. Put it that way.
oh man. Yeah, my ex, he quickly got a girl thinking that was gonna fix it. And I remember telling her he's
Yeah,
just gonna be down for a couple of weeks and he'll be right back. And that's exactly what
man.
happened.
Pimp C, the poet of Chad Butler, have said it the best. Hey, get your dick sucked. It go soothe things for a minute, but that shit ain't never lasted. What? You feel me? Okay. That shit gonna help out for a minute. It ain't gonna last long, but that shit go soothe the pain for that moment.
You know what I remember?
But seven, you got to consider me and you are Zero's enablers. Like Zero's got a loyal fan base that supports him no matter what. So he don't need no record deal. He don't need to get along with everybody to get a whole bunch of features. He know people like you and me gonna stay locked into what he do no matter what.
See, see, you say that, Jesse. You say that. I was gonna get on. I can't rock with Zero. No, I haven't rocked with Zero in about the past 3 4 years, man. Because I know some shit personal about him, and that
Mm,
shit really is out my. I don't rock with that. And once again, he what he rap about, he don't lie about his shit. I would respect that, but the shit that I know he was involved in, nah, I can't rock with that play. I can't do that. That it
I
hurt. That was
remember
disappointing.
after my worst breakup, hating all happy people in love songs. I was just on this
Mm,
vengeance, like madness.
you was that type of bitter.
If I saw an old couple together, I'd probably walk in the middle of them and break up their hands.
Ooh, you want your ass whooped. Okay, I got you. No problem. See, I never been that type. Don't be a hater. It's some people out there like that right now. That's all I'm
Oh yeah,
like,
I was
man.
a certified hater. I was a certified.
Gosh, that's the worst. That is
I,
the
I,
worst.
I,
Who's clapping at being a hater? We don't support haters over here.
I didn't convince none of my friends to leave who they was with, but if y'all like lovey dovey and y'all having a great day, move the fuck from around me. Like that's all I said.
Wow. Wow. Nah, that ain't never been my thing. I always been like, my stuff didn't work out, man. I hope yours work. Don't do this. Don't do that. Like, have you ever looked back? What could you done different?
Listen to myself and know when I was supposed to quit it. But a lot of times
Mm,
when you feel like you were supposed to quit it, your feelings already in it and it's too late.
too late.
It's too
It's
motherfucking.
too late.
You done trained
Man,
somebody you like to be done and it's too late.
I always felt like I never felt like it's something I could have done differently. I always feel like it's something they could have. No, it would be like I could have just left, but like something to try to keep the relationship going. I never felt like, if it was gonna end, it was gonna end. That's what it was gonna be.
Well, you know what's so
And
crazy?
I don't know.
I always knew if it was gonna end, it was gonna be messy. It was gonna be really fucked up, and people really was.
Ooh.
I knew that, but I
Mm,
always felt like I had time. That's the worst. Feeling like you have time. Ugh, the trash.
mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. I know. I always expect this shit. Okay, we could. Okay, we talking about. I've had. Let's say I've had my heart broken. A handful. No, nothing more than a handful, but just a handful.
I was
Okay.
10 times, and
Um.
that second time. That second time was bullshit, dog. I ain't never been the same. Like every
Mm,
relationship to that second time has only gotten like me at 90 or 89% of like a great girlfriend because I always feel like somebody's going to disappoint me and I got to be prepared for the disappointment. So I'm never fully all the way excited
you
about.
can't. You're not giving 100% love.
I can't do it because I feel like I'm being stupid.
Mm,
So it's
mm.
like as a defense mechanism, I feel like I need to reserve at least 10%. So when it does fuck up, I'm not as hurt. I can't.
You gotta give y'all 100% love. You could. When I do that, I feel like I'm gonna cheat myself. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of been my problem when I would date some women. Like it would be come down when I'm ready to break up. And no matter what, I'm gonna look like an ain't shit nigga because I've been a great guy. They never see it coming. You know what I mean? They never see it coming. And how am I supposed to start being like, am I supposed to transition to a hoe ass nigga? Then break up with you? Like, how are you supposed to do it? You know,
Yeah.
if we going out, I'm opening doors, I'm smiling, I'm laughing, we joking, but in my back of my head, bitch, I ain't
Yeah.
really that happy. You know what I mean? Hold on. Let's see this voice message.
You current then, cause he barely put anything out. I think his last real project was probably at least three or
It's
four years
cocaine.
ago.
And that's when I stopped fucking with him 3 or 4 years ago. I remember I still got the album on my iTunes playlist, man. This is one song that I'm like, it was this one song he had, and I was like, no, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. And when at my job, I worked in some courthouses, and that shit came out to be, he really felt that way. And I'm like, yeah, I can't rock with dude like after that shit. I
Wow.
cannot. Yeah, yeah. I ain't trying to put the business out here, confidentiality and nothing like that. I ain't no TMZ ass nigga, but I know how shit rock and roll. So got to keep it peace. But I'm like, let's see. I'm trying to think of like it was one that like when I finally knew it was over with the girl I dated in high school. That shit hurt. That shit took a nigga. I don't. That was probably the first time I went the longest without having sex. Maybe the second time in my life I went longest without having any type of sex. I was just hurt, like hurt. Like you feel that shit, and you know how it's like when you bite down, like your tongue lock up. Does that make sense? Like you can't cry. You don't know what to do sometimes.
No,
That
you
shit
know what
hurt.
happens? You know what happens when I really be hurt or I really be like fucked up in the inside? You have your mouth ever start feeling like tasting like copper? Hold up. Hold up. Your girl got merch. You already know where it's at. It's at www.dance. That's 3 W's. Whoisshin.com. Okay. I got my books are on that website. That is my personal website. You got the feed for the show for So What Page We On Bid. She gets a podcast and Cozy One podcast. And if you go on the shops page, you will see all the shops. You will see Loudmouth Shop. Okay. You will see Cozy Womb Shop. You will see Who Is Shin Shop. You will see She Gets It Shop. And you will see Mama's Cozy Closet Shop. All right. So get some merch. All right. Because if it don't move, I move it. Because I like to move it. Okay. I'm not going to have no merch just sit. If it ain't moving, it's telling me that y'all don't want it. And I want to continually create something that y'all want. So back to the show, but don't say I never told you so. Boost. Or just like
metal.
That shit. I ain't felt that in a long time because ain't nobody getting 100% of me in no motherfucking relationship at the moment. But that feeling right there make you want to kill somebody just for your time.
Okay, you keep. Okay, I'm Shan. You keep telling stuff about yourself. Go ahead now. Know how to be on your motherfucking good side. Shit. That is the second time we've talked about relationships, and this is the second time you mentioned murdering someone.
But
okay.
this is why I know I'm not ready because I need to be like on level 3 of considering time for somebody to get it right.
Why are people clapping for murder? But go ahead.
I know I'm not ready, so that's why I'm not in a relationship. Blanket. Yes. Yeah, I'm not ready, so I can't be in a relationship. It's not healthy over here.
I see. I understand. Okay, fellas, pump your brakes. You know, you got some time to grow. Shit.
Oh my god. I can't do it.
Hey, and I because it kind of goes to that glass being half full, or you got a shorter glass and somebody got a taller glass. You're not even filling your glass all the way up yourself, so you could get what you could get out of here. Would you want the same in return? Like just the friendship?
I always build my relationships off of friendship first. That's like the basis for me. My thing is like once you disrespect or do me dirty, I can't respect you as a man, so that makes everything pointless that you do.
Everything. Okay. What? So I got a question. I got many questions, but you gonna get this one right here. So, as a woman, what is the proper way? If you were a guy, you happy, you think he's happy. What's the proper way for him to break up with you?
The proper way is just like having a discussion in a very calm tone about, hey, I've noticed X, Y, and Z, or I've been feeling like X, Y, and Z, and just do it at a point where this is not like right after an argument. This is not, 5 days where we haven't spoken type shit. Like everybody's like on a mellow yellow tip, you know what I'm saying? Not red light, not complete stop, not on the go, just like we chilling. And you just have a conversation with somebody and treat me like a human being, but don't ever like back me in a corner of making me feel like I either have to put up with your shit that you served me or you can leave as if this is what I wanted to do. No, you're giving me two choices. And I feel like people don't bring you, the things that they really want or the things that they've been doing at a time where you have a choice. They bring it to you in an inconvenient time frame where you feel like you now have to rush to make a choice because they chose this time. Like I feel like a lot of breakups, people be more angry that you didn't give them the space to choose or the time to choose if this is what they wanted as an outcome. You kind of like force their hand type shit. And You can't force nobody's emotions to be like, okay, because I want this done, this is done. Because I want this to be smooth, because I've been ready for 3 months secretly and I didn't tell you shit. You need to be ready when I say this is done, or I don't like this, and you need to be okay with it. I think it's kind of like a motherfucking lease. Just because you got a great opportunity 6 months into your lease, and you saw like a better car, doesn't mean that just because today you saw it and you're willing to leave this thing or this apartment, you could go. No, you need to give me time to prepare to either fill in your spot or to not have you here and be okay with the thought of not having you here. And people don't do that shit.
Okay, that's a sound bite right there. Like, like okay, because with me, I hear you kind of scared me at the end. Um, I'm kind of like shit. Like I once again, because that's kind of worrisome. So if it's like a situation, because when you when you said even though you've been in there 3 months, your mindset been there. You don't get
Yeah.
the opportunity to just up and leave. What do you mean? Like, if I'm I'm kind of like, what you mean? I can't
No,
leave? The
I mean,
fuck?
like, okay,
Like,
okay.
like help me,
It seems like
help
I'm
me
holding a nigga
understand this.
captive. I'm not
Cause
holding
that's
no
what it
nigga
kind of came
captive.
off as.
I have never lived with a man, but I'm talking like feelings wise. Like, you can't demand somebody to turn on and off their feelings because you made a decision upon yourself and your fuckery that you now want to do this. Or you've been lying this whole time and this actually been
Okay,
what the fuck you've been on, and now I need to be calm about this exit and be calm about the fact that you made me feel like a fucking fool out here and you've been doing X, Y, and Z. I think it's very selfish when people think, oh, I did you dirty or I treated you away and you're supposed to leave calmly. You owe it to me to be a decent person when you leave. You
so
ain't been
how do you
decent
be a
this whole
decent
fucking
person?
time.
How do you be a decent person when you leave it? That's the question. How does that look?
I feel like I feel like you could be a decent person exiting a relationship or whatever the fuck y'all got going on if you are honest the whole time in the relationship and there was no fucking secrets. But if you giving me
Okay,
a if you busting the bubble on your motherfucking secret and then you saying I want you to leave or I want to not be in this relationship and I want you to be okay with me leaving and acting like this did not exist, you're going to make my insides motherfucking boil.
I see. You're kind of scaring me once again, with that shit. Oh, like once again, you murdered. Like I was just saying, I watch Snap. I watch Lifetime movies. I know how this shit can go.
This,
Um. Okay, so the pitch is okay. Been a good dude. Everything been straight. We've been happy. Everything been straight. And well, let's say it's been 3 months. 3 months usually like when I say shit start coming to a head. But
yeah.
after that third month, I can see you. Let's say the dude see you without your makeup. 'Cause I ain't saying with you directly. I'm just on
Yeah.
how some situations go. See without the makeup. And he like, ooh, okay, didn't expect that. Then come around your people. You come over for Thanksgiving or something like that. The fall time, the uncle pull him to the side, and he like, "Hey, let me borrow $20 to tomorrow." All that type of stuff. Okay. Family be begging. Then you kind of, like that was a little turn off for him. Then let's say something I used to be like, you come around his family look like kind of like, ooh, her feet swole. That ain't good. And he like, ooh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. It's certain things, not even only physical, but it could be like, hey, you believe in this, find out, oh, you're a Trump supporter. I don't know. You throw anything out there. Little things, but he like how like one thing, he doesn't bring it up like, oh, these are things I don't like, but
Yeah.
he kind of allude to, things ain't going the way it is, but he's
You
still
can't
being a nice. You think is everything cool
back up.
because he's still
Back
being
up.
a nice
Pause.
guy about
Pause.
it.
Pause.
Okay,
What are
okay,
some
okay.
signs? What are some signs? And this is for the listeners also. What are some signs that you about to break up with your person, or your person about to break up with you? Like
Hmm. I don't.
you give me the male version of signs when a man is about to break up with you, and I'll give you the woman version
Okay,
because I don't
it's been
think
a long time for me. It's been a long time for me. I done erased all that shit damn near out my head. Um, damn. From a guy point of view, he doesn't try to compliment you. I would say that he doesn't go out his way to compliment you. No matter what you cook, no matter what you wear, no matter how you look up. He because it's unfortunately with guys, it does come down to a physical quite a bit. You could say laugh at. Like, I think guys, you don't laugh at a guy joke. That shit go break a nigga. Hey fellas, I ain't got to hear what Shan say. If she ain't laughing at your jokes, man,
yeah.
she sucking another nigga's dick. I'm tell you that right. Oh, that's a problem. That's a big problem. Like, should I laugh at the old jokes and shit? That's something to look at. But I would say if a guy is not complimenting, he's not. How do I say? I'm trying to think back when I used to date. What was I know on break with a girl? I used to have to get out the phone early. It's like, let me get off the phone with this motherfucker. And it's not that y'all ain't got shit to talk about. And
Yeah.
certain, like, for instance, it's not like, for instance, when me and my wife was first started dating, we used to talk on the phone like literally like 8 hours
Oh,
a pop. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
But sooner or later you get busy and shit like that. You ain't gonna be able to do that. So that's different. But when when y'all ain't sharing, when I'm not sharing certain things that's going on within my
Hmm.
day, if I'm just keeping it short, I'll talk to you. I ain't talking about how I'm feeling, what happened at work, blah blah
Yeah.
blah, or that type of thing. What else? Coming to the breakup. Hell, just time. My time is not being spent with you. Time is valuable to the motherfucker to me. Um,
Me
if
too.
I rather spend time with anybody else, that not even anybody else, it's just, but at the same time, don't be clingy. Get the fuck off me sometimes. Shit, get your own thing to do. But it's kind of hard to say. But I said the biggest thing about it, if the one, let's go pity pat one. If I stop complimenting you, if I don't say, hey, I love the way your eyebrows looking, I see how you walk there. If I don't whistle at you, like my thing, I'm a cat call all
Old
day,
school type of person.
huh?
Okay. You such an old school type of person with your
Nigga,
the way you treat
hey,
a woman.
women appreciate well if you because it's genuine at the same time
Yeah.
it's genuine. Like I don't tell ugly women they pretty. I don't. Like I do not on there. That's why I said if I like I say, Shan, you're a very pretty woman. You're gorgeous. I can tell you that. And
Huh.
I can tell you that in full confidence and be cool with
Yeah.
it. But if I'm just like, hey, wink, wink, hey, you got a good personality. No, we ain't there.
That's horrible. Okay. So for women, I can speak for women. Signs you about to break up with your person. Um, if a woman one word talks to you or
Mm,
in or doesn't really say much, y'all passing each other in the house with like nothing felt, no touches, no nothing.
mm,
Uh, she purposely takes up extra shifts so she can't spend time with you as usual. Um, when she's laughing, key, and then you walk into a room and it's quiet with her friends. Oh yeah,
ooh,
they was talking shit about you. She irritated. You get knocked.
hey. I'm the type to go clear. I'm gonna clear that room. What the fuck were y'all laughing at? No, I ain't gonna. I'm gonna. Hey, I will dead ass transition into that photo of fucking Lawrence Fishburne playing as Ike.
Oh, what else do we do when we don't share our bad day news with you, and we don't share good things that happen for us with you. You're probably the last person to know. For me, that's a dead giveaway that I'm not fucking with you. Like, if you find out good news about what's going on with me and you're not the first person I want to tell it to, you about two hiccups away from an exit. And that's just like genuinely, like, if I don't feel like a good vibe from a person or good energy, I don't want them to know shit about me. I don't want them to know shit that's good going on with me. I don't want them to know anything bad that's going on with me. I don't even want them to feel like if they can help, that I want them in the position to help me. I don't want shit from you. Like, those are clues that she's preparing for her exit. And sometimes if she changes her hair, you know, she's dressing different, she got other places to be, oh, you on your way out.
Oh, I got one. Don't want to kiss,
Oh yeah.
man. And you don't. Once again, didn't I say this shit before? Like, kissing is important to me. Kissing is
Mm,
very important to me. Boys to men, fucking the soft shit start playing in the background. Um, but yeah, if I don't want to kiss you, it's like, if I do the whole little kind of slide to the side, like hit the cheek,
yeah.
yeah, your days are numbered, Bucko. Like, like, you must be out.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to teach you shit no more. That's
Oh
deep.
yeah.
Like,
I don't
like
I don't teach nobody shit that I don't feel like is gonna be around long term, or I don't want them around long term. Like, even if you do some shit that irritates me, I won't even tell you or waste the energy of telling you that it irritates
mm-hmm.
you. Temporary.
Mm-mm-mm. I'm trying to think. Another thing, nothing. I do this like once again. Um, like for I don't like getting the big arguments with the wife any longer. I say what I feel and keep it moving and stern. But like
Yeah.
but that comes with maturity. But if
Yeah.
I genuinely have no interest, and this kind of go back to teaching. If I have no interest, not only communicating with you, but if you piss me off and I just wave you the fuck off like bitch gone. Like
Mhm.
yeah, and kind of like when you talking about you get mad at the dude and you slam the door and all that,
Yeah.
like usually my click is like, oh, this bitch crazy, and I'm like, really, if I am not gonna put no time, like, you okay, you straight, what's up,
Yeah.
man? If I just drive off, just delete my number, just delete the number. Um, let's see. I want to say buying things. Oh, damn, because I haven't been in a. Oh, I hate to get in a new relationship. Because
Mm.
you have to go through the motions with people. Unfortunately,
Oh,
you have to go through the motions with people, and that's why I be telling all my folks. It's like, man, y'all gonna have that time if you want to go through it. If you want to be a
mm.
championship team, you gotta go. You gotta face some hard fucking teams. You gotta face some hard challenges and shit. I don't give a fuck with
Yeah.
anybody tell you that shit because you don't know
Okay.
you don't know what you go face.
I got a question now.
Hmm.
Can you love fully after someone has been unfaithful, after unfaithfulness for you? Do you feel
Absolutely,
like you can
absolutely,
love the same person 110% before you found out they were being unfaithful? After.
absolutely, absolutely.
Good one.
I've seen it on all sides. I've seen it on all sides. I experience, shit like, man, this, it happens once again. It's growth, and so like we got a lot of immature, emotional immature people,
Yeah.
and we call it one, and everybody can call it something. I just ain't gonna deal with it. Okay, you ain't got to
Mm.
deal with a lot of shit. A lot of people are jobless because they refuse to fucking stay 5 minutes after work. Okay, well, cool, motherfucker, you out. you know,
Yeah.
but if you want to get that motherfucking promotion and shit, sometimes you go out to work a little late. It's work. Same thing
Mm.
with this whole podcast game we got going on. Some people like the kind of talking to dog, and she was like, "Oh, y'all staying on for 5 hours." I'm like, "Hey, it's part of it. We can chop it
Yeah.
up, but we know the benefit that can come from it as well." And it's
Right.
kind of sometimes with relationships and joy. It's like right now, man. I was talking, like I said yesterday, man. I'd probably go crazy right now if it wasn't for my wife. Going through, about to get a little emotional, but going
Mhm.
through my mother. I remember I told you my mother's birthday was on the 20. I thought it was on Thanksgiving. I think Thanksgiving was the 25th. My mother's
Mm-hmm.
birthday. My mother's been gone for years, and usually, it's been 19 years. Usually, I'm like, don't. Some people know about it. Some people have no idea. I don't
Mm-hmm.
lean too much on that. But this year, not being able to be around my family and my aunts and shit, that shit like fucked me up. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like
Mm-hmm.
getting to feel like I'm in a full fucking depression all of a sudden. But you know what? Being with my wife, laughing with her, cooking and shit, going shopping together, that helped out a whole lot. And I know a lot of people that don't have that shit. And I'm not saying you need that shit, but everybody got their different preferences and shit. And I know no matter what the experience you go through, can y'all bear through it? And we ain't doing no crazy shit like, me having a baby on she having going and getting trains run on, no shit like that. And none of this, once again, none of this shit is happening. Not even the
Yeah.
slightest shit is happening. You're not even in the small shit happening. Let me be clear about that. But I'm talking about people in other situations. But it's like, man, it's a thread on Twitter right now. What's the time you find out a woman's cheating on you? And guys, like, I'm like, Jesus
Man, I
Christ.
read some of those. It's crazy.
And I know them niggas ain't lying too. And it's probably way worse than they think it is because I know women's cold blooded monsters and shit.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah,
either
yeah.
way, but the point is, it's like, man, a lot of people I see, well, why relationships don't work anymore. Cause the woman ain't gonna bury it no more. I'm like, if you think that's the truth, cool. And if you want to be that, you want to be that. And I'm like, I'm not knocking anybody that feel that way, but I know it's
Yeah.
a lot of, unfortunately, Shane, you done said it, bitter ass motherfuckers out here,
Oh yeah.
you know. And once again, you find somebody to make you happy and feel comfortable. Like I would literally take a bullet for my wife easily, no
Mm-hmm.
issue, no
But
issue. I
wife,
would I
that's your
would
wife.
fight, but
And
that
I
is my wife.
thinking
But a lot of
about
people
the
don't believe in marriage no more though.
too. I'm talking about the mindset of just being like, just like seeing a person for like a couple of years in a relationship. Y'all not even engaged or married. Like,
No,
does that?
that's what I'm saying. Engage if you really like that person, if you really have that connection.
Yeah.
Like, only time it would affect is people feel shame, or is it the distress or the shame? Which one is it? Well, that's why
Mm.
I look at it. Which one would it be? It's a, and then once again, if y'all can have a mature conversation, communicate, and try to rectify, and the apology or whatever that goes on between them
It's
and that
not even
person.
for me. Is do you actually mean this shit? Like a lot of
Absolutely.
people apologize for the sake of feeling like this is just what you want to hear. No, if you don't mean this shit, you can save it. I
Oh, let's
hate a
make the change. Not only the change, the behavior, all that shit
yes.
going to affect as well.
Okay. So for me,
Yeah.
um loving a person after unfaithfulness, I can still love you because I don't feel like you choose that after you give that.
Hmm.
But I would never trust my heart with that person.
I understand because you be giving 80%, 75%
Yeah,
already. Shit,
to get this hot 89%.
man. But I'm telling, it's so many songs. It's like, man, it comes to that cheesy. That another begging ass nigga is what's that? Gang banging Tony. What's his name? Oh my God, light skin, hazel eyes, green eyes, old as shit but still alive.
What? I don't know.
What's man? Why am I forgetting his name? Chat. Whoever's listening, who is the light skinned R&B singer? Was with Motown. With
Hmm.
the green hazel eyes. He old as hell. He used to be a part of a group, but he's part of a bunch of songs. Man, why can't I think of his name? He had a
Uh,
everybody was talking shit about him early this year. He did a song like in the early 2000s, talking about gang banging.
really? I don't know.
Gosh,
I don't know who you
y'all
speak.
help, man. Is it T? It's not Teddy. I keep want to say Teddy Riley, but it's not.
I didn't
This dude like it. Say it
have
again.
no. It's
No, who
not
you
him.
gonna say?
I don't know, but I know
Uh,
what you call it. The bars be begging.
Hey, that where what's old girl name? What is me and Bayla was talking about it? What is Tina doing now? What's her name? This hoe that was cheating on her. That's another conversation. Hold on. This person knows it. Help me out.
Smokey Robinson is who you're thinking of,
Smokey
I think.
Robinson. Thank you, Simone. Thank you. Thank you, Simone. I would not. That shit was gonna drive me crazy. Smokey Robinson was one begging ass nigga. Boy, he was one begging ass. The tears of a clown. Like once again, when you listen to them dudes, man, I'm like, y'all consistently fuck up. If TMZ was cracking back in the 70s, 60s, man, shit,
They was doing a lot of
nobody would be around.
like to feel like they like to say, "Oh, the kids today they just wild." No, y'all was wild back in the day too.
Man, everybody was doing cocaine and heroin.
Listen,
Everybody. Everybody.
okay, so the new question is, what sacrifices should or shouldn't you do in a relationship? And I'm not talking about a marriage.
Oh my gosh.
What
See,
sacrifice?
I'm different. I'm different. I'm different. I am different. And I hate being like that
Okay, so
because um I hate being saying that because I used to be one of them guys that when yeah, I never want to say I'm not like any other nigga, but older I become at age of 34, yeah, I think differently than a lot of niggas, okay? But when it comes down to dating, let's say, wherever, how long, like, do what you need to do to make you happy in that relationship with that person, okay?
oh, shit.
Um, I know, people don't want to hear that, okay? But when my wife, I was like, I knew early on, like, that's who I wanted to be with. I was with all the cheesy shit, okay? If I had to throw my jacket in the
What you?
rain, I would wait, and like, but everything we wanted, she wanted the same thing I wanted. So we were like, fuck all that shit at the same time. Like, you make changes and adjustments for shit you want. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's just like with a job. Once again, it comes back. I don't want to say it's a business, but it's just like with if you go apply to a job or you go like some people may even lie on the application, but it's best to
Yeah,
be truthful on the application. You know what I mean? You want to learn, you want to grow, you want to adjust, you're gonna stay late, you want to spend more time with. When when they don't step up and help out, you step up. You do all that type of shit.
yeah.
And vice versa. Like I remember she had an auntie like you don't need to be cooking for him, you don't need to be doing this, you ain't a wife, you need to be a girlfriend. Bitch, shut your ass, single ass up, okay?
Mm.
Miserable motherfucker, because you know what? When she wanted something, she got the shit. You know what I mean? When she needed something, like I mean, when I was in college helping, we was helping each other out with shit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so much that goes into it, but I can't because once again I can't tell people like what's gonna be the right recipe for y'all. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? That because that y'all to you Shan and whatever man out there for Shan, some interesting individual, he's gonna have to be a,
Clean it up.
you know
Clean it up.
you feel me? You feel me? He's gonna have to be a very intriguing fella because you
Yeah.
have a lot of energy.
Yeah.
You're you're a great person. You're a great mom.
Oh,
But we all have our little baggage things in our lives. You mentioned like he's gonna have to meet you where you're at. He's gonna have to meet you, and she's not ready to open up fully. He's gonna have to meet you where you have other things going on. You got like 12 podcasts and shit.
that's a
Okay,
lot.
like he's gonna meet you, and then he's gonna have to not only match you, he may have to go above you at times. You know what?
Yeah.
And with you, whenever it gets to that point, he may get like it ebbs and flows sometime until you get it together. It may go to a point where he's that emptied himself out, continue try to fix whatever the previous
That's
nigga
what
or
I
niggas
know.
have done,
That and
and
I know
once you
that's
get
selfish.
that,
No,
what you say?
that's selfish. I would never allow somebody to empty themselves to try to make me half full. Like that's
But
selfish. That's
I'm telling
that
you,
is, that is
but
how you know. That is how you know a
you're not
person
here.
is here to suck your energy and not pour into you, and you're pouring into a person where they probably got like a hole in the bottom of a bucket. It's pointless.
Well,
Um,
once again, it made what it's going to take for him. Because if he wants, tell me, if he wants to be that, he's going to try to be that. I'm just telling you the truth. Okay.
yeah.
But it may come to the point that, you know what, okay, I'm ready to open up now. And he's going to be like, I need some time right now. And you be like, no, I'm ready now. I'm like, he's okay. It was a lot. That shit was a lot. You know what I'm saying?
So
I'm
you think
human.
I'm not open?
You said it your damn self. Like, let's
I'm
rewind the
open.
tape.
I'm open, but
You said you're not ready.
I reserve a certain percentage. But as far as like, I'm not like, I'm not ready to fully be like, oh, I'm at like a forgiving status where it's healthy for me to be in a relationship right now. Like I'm too close to level 10 of like, fuck you.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if the one thing that irritates me that I already talked to you about and you still do it, I will say fuck the whole thing like right now. So I know I'm not ready for a relationship because you have to be like patient with people, and I'm not there. Like I could be patient with my kids because they don't know better than kids, but a whole adult, nah.
Okay. But I'm gonna say it again. You're not open. I'm gonna say like what? Some of y'all be killing me. I ain't gonna, some of y'all folks be killing me. Y'all don't like being labels being put on y'all, but y'all fit the fucking label like a motherfucker. Do you know that? Like shit. Like 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 I'm like, man, even though once again, if we rewind the tape, it was said in verbatim, you like, I'm not open. I like, no, I don't want a relationship. Then when I said, I never said that. No, you did. Then you go to the explanation, and the explanation is, I'm not open. Okay, okay, whatever you want. Whatever you want, darling. Like you got it. You got it. Like I'm just gonna shut the fuck up about that. I'm like,
All right,
and that's something else you learn about because when you're in a relationship for a long time and you learn how to communicate with people. I know
right,
sometimes with my wife, sometimes whatever I'm saying, it's not gonna get through it right now. You know what? Long as she's not long as sometimes like I want to pick your battles. Long as she's
yeah.
not hurting herself or hurting other people, I'm gonna let her have that right now. She'll come back a day or two later, maybe a month later. I don't know. And she's like, what the fuck was I thinking? So I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, you was on one. You really were.
When I say sacrifices, I'm talking about like, you know, yeah, I'm in this relationship, and
The
my
hoes.
my man said that he don't like my boss. He think like my boss is hitting on me, so I quit that job because my man was uncomfortable. Like that type
Okay,
of
okay, okay. What about smoking weed? That was a sacrifice that I was big on when I was younger. Like, I did not want to date a girl that smoked weed.
that's not a sacrifice. That's a preference. But you can't be in a
It
relationship.
depends who you ask.
You no
Okay.
no. This is what you can't do. You can't meet a person. They were smoking weed. You knew they were smoking weed. Y'all were cool. Y'all wasn't nothing yet. Then you agreed to
Mhm.
be in a relationship with them, and then you hit them with like an
No, no,
ultimatum.
no,
You
no.
can't do that.
No, my shit was all. I'm telling the shit it was very unique. The shit I had, like, hey, and this is me being younger, because
Yeah,
I didn't give a fuck about smoking weed later on in life. But right
yeah,
now we're young. We got shit to do. We're trying to go to college. We're trying to handle business. Blah 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 blah.
yeah.
We can't be out here, getting high because look how it's affecting your life and this and that. And you know what? It benefited like a motherfucker. You know what I mean? But if we want to get high now, we can. You know. So, but I said that like we talked out a lot of shit before we actually start dating. Like, and that's the cool thing about it. We were very transparent, upfront about
Mm-hmm.
shit, And well, even though we've had some changes along the way and some modifications, but we
Yeah,
communicated that. And that's also I tell my mentor. Oh my god, I hope he hear this. Like I didn't want to tell him this shit, but I don't be having a hard to tell him. Like he have an issue, his car broke down, he need friends to pick him up, this and this. And I wanted
yeah.
to ask him, nigga, you ain't got no bitches to pick you up.
That's not the professional thing to say.
And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You ain't got no
Yeah,
hoes, bro. Like you should. This not should be a stress, man. You should be okay, bro. Like, man. So, hey, man. That's all. You know what? I ain't even gonna say nothing else. I'm gonna incriminate myself.
People got to do what they got to do. Like, you
Shit.
ever had like some friends that get into a relationship and they disappear off the face of the earth?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And I feel like some people will
Hope they're
come
not
into,
getting abused. That's all I was saying.
hopefully, some people will come into the relationship with you and be like, I don't want you talking to these people. You go on to
Mm-mm.
family, and they will cut off their family, their everything for the sake of that relationship. And once there's a breakup, then that's when they pop up, and it's kind of like, well, damn, was it worth it?
Man, some people be digmatized. Uh,
I,
some people be. And I've seen more women do it than men. You know,
yeah,
I've seen maybe 2 to 3 men do it. I've seen a gang of women do this shit. A gang of women. Like, and that's the who sacrifices more in relationships. I think it's a majority of the time I see women doing this shit.
yeah.
Man, because when whoo, like I had some once again emphasis on had some
Hmm.
homegirls I wish had the mindset you have right now about I'm gonna love your ass for about 60%. I gotta recharge I gotta get a new battery, motherfucker. You know, because I've had girls that like niggas in prison put their
Oh,
life on line. Nigga, I'm talking
oh,
about meet the nigga while he in prison.
oh
The
no.
nigga, oh, when I'm tell you some. Whew, I'm like, bitch, are you stupid? Like, like, as smart as you is, like, and I'm
Crazy.
talking about the motherfucker could be out and about, and he'll call talking about, I need you to go home. Excuse you, sir. Just
Hell no.
because you're in detention doesn't mean I have to be in detention as well. What
And
the?
that's when I feel like some women look at that as a kink because that's no longer like
No, 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 no,
a,
no, no, no. That's not even a kink. Because I know what a kink the fuck is. Okay, that's stupidity. There's nothing about that motherfucker being a dumb and controlling you and shit. Not at all. This is your ass. Like I think she wanted to. That may have been a kink because a lot of this shit when it comes to that is about control. The shifting
yes,
of control. Okay,
it's a
but
mind, it's a mind fuck.
yeah, but her thing is, I think she wanted to. I think she wanted to. Like a lot of the women like that want to build a nigga. Okay, they want to
Yeah,
like I'm doing all this for him, so when he gets out, oh,
build
he's
a bear.
gonna devote
Build a
his
bear
life to me.
years ago.
Did
No,
Build a Bear go out of business?
yes, and
Oh,
so should women's mindsets on making a man. That's not your job. That's
same
not.
thing, vice versa, fellas. All this shit. But I don't have to have that conversation with a lot of guys. It's more women, shit. So it's just the whole aspect of wow. You really went home. You packed everybody drinking shots, eating dinner and shit, yelling
Mhm.
sake, and your ass went home because because your boyfriend, like that you met while in prison, while he was in prison, told you to go home
That's
so he
wild.
could cake. Man, as fuck.
But
Like what?
they say,
So, trust me,
yeah,
he didn't
I
do a
got
lot within his day.
uh,
Okay, he didn't do too much.
that's wild. I can't do it.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right, so I
Yeah.
changed the new question.
Oh,
The new
just a
question
minute.
is, what makes you a good partner?
Hmm.
And any listeners, if you're listening, if you're passing through, what makes you a good partner?
Relationships, man. Man, I'm once again. I hate saying this because it makes me feel like shit. But I'm a
Hmm.
Leo, so I am the shit. So it's like a lot of great qualities.
I don't know
Go
that
have
much.
fun. Good, good. Honestly, it's like man, we have fun. I'm supportive, communicate affection. I'm a good friend. If I'm a good friend, a good partner, like make sure to check. I want to go check on the wifey right now. But I know when to give her space. I know when I'm working her damn nerves and shit.
Yeah.
And I know when I need to work her nerves too. Um, it's just so much. Like, let's see. I pray for my partner.
Aw.
I Drink like if it's something I see potential in it, I want
Mhm.
to boost that. Let's boost it. Let's get that shit done. Like
Yeah.
if we need to rob a nigga, let's rob him. Let's like
Woo.
do I need to see where this motherfucker living right here? What time he get off of work? I'm gonna help you plan that shit out.
Yeah.
Same thing, vice versa. I always say it's Team Drake. We come
Okay.
together in numerous ways. So it's like um. It's a lot would go into it. Once again, is it perfect? No. Am I perfect? Fuck no. But I would tell people when you're in a relationship or dating, whatever you're doing, just treat it like how would you want to be treated? Okay, how could somebody make you happy?
Mm.
And get to know them, talk to them. Like, how do you make them happy? Ask them but that's the other thing. A lot of people don't know what makes them happy, and that makes it real difficult to be with someone.
Yeah.
So these are things I'm looking at. If you can't be with someone and make them laugh, or they're always ready to argue and fight about some shit, man, save you some time. Just keep it moving. I know this. I know it's messed up,
Yeah.
but don't worry your little head. But what make you a good partner is trying to understand the same level we have with everything culture on our podcast is respect, communication, and consistency. That's what make a great partner. Respect her, or respect him or her. You know,
Mhm.
communicate with him and her, and be consistent within that shit. And I guess that's kind of my flaw when it goes all the way back when you breaking up with someone. Like I'm gonna make you happy. I'm gonna make you smile, even the day I'm breaking up with your ass.
Mm.
And and Shane could be like, nope, I need 3 more months. She could be with my ass until I feel better. And I'm ready to leave, motherfucker.
Oh man. I what makes me a good partner? I'm honest as fuck.
Hmm.
Um, what you see is what you getting.
Okay.
I'm spontaneous, so you might be with me, and I might be one person, but multiple people. Um, I'm just like ready to like pour into whatever your purpose is. Like if you need anything, books or like more information on something, like I'm the type of person to look it up to put you on something to make whatever you're already doing better.
Hmm.
Um, and I feel like that's what you need. You need somebody that's going to make you help you be a better person with your efforts.
A
So
helpmate.
yeah, when you're with them, it's not like, oh, you're taking away from what I'm already doing. No, I'm pouring into what you're already doing, and I'm also hearing these other aspects. And when you do that in a relationship, there's no reason to be arguing. There's no reason
Mm.
to be upset. There's no reason to be jealous because that person is also reciprocating the same energy into the thing that you're into. And I believe that there has to be like um, a form of space and time in between you two being physically together or in each other's faces or knowing everything. I don't feel the need to know everything that the person I'm with is doing.
Really?
No. I
Okay.
feel like
Okay.
I feel like people are individuals and you choose to share your life with a different individual and they also choose to share with you.
Hmm.
Now, are you obligated to share your everything with the person you're choosing? No. But I feel like once you join your lifestyles together in a legal way, like a marriage, then it is respectable to let yourself be more transparent as to whatever you got going that on that may affect the other person. But I feel like people deserve their privacy, even if you're in a relationship. Like I have never gone through a phone. I've never demanded to know where a person is or who they're with. Because I just feel like if they feel like they need to hide something from me, if I ask them a question, am I really gonna believe the answer? And I wish a lot of women would ask themselves that instead of like having an argument as to why a man won't tell them something or why they can't have a password. Like that's too much energy.
Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. I know, like my thing is once again that goes back to that communication, respect, and consistency. And my stuff's consistent. That's like one of my homeboys asked. We talked about it on the show once again. We were talking to somebody, and he just something about men having homegirls, and he just snapped. This motherfucker Drake has thousands of homegirls, and I just don't get it. And I'm like, well, because this was step number one. You don't fuck them. How about that? It's like, you just gotta, like, once again, that's why I say being different. I have homegirls I have no desire to do anything with. You know what I mean?
I tell
So,
men time like having homegirls is going to help you in life because won't no woman around them ever get the chance to play you.
hmm
And you and I really love being around a man who doesn't think with his dick first. And that's
man,
what makes the best male friends to have is the ones that can check themselves and be like, oh, this is not what she's on, but she's a decent person. We're cool. A lot of men don't even know how to check their dick yet, and that's the problem.
hey, but once again, it's a trick. Like, I would never say that was an easy thing to do. I was like, I am never going to shame a man for that. But to an extent. But when you and that's the other conversation I had with guys like, man, when I'm like, nah, this ain't what we want. We good. You got, I tell you what to do. You know what I mean? But when you
Yeah,
focus all that energy, all that pervertness to your significant other, oh man, it's a great thing.
right.
Extremely a great thing. And but it's to each his own with some people. Some people can't rock with it. Some people don't understand. Like, let's see, I got some home like my homeboy. Man, you ain't knocked so and so down. You ain't never tried. No, you sure? No, you promise? No.
They can't believe this shit because they don't know how you didn't try.
And they say, oh nigga, you gay. It's like what?
Oh
Huh?
yeah, oh yeah.
I'm
That is
like,
all.
okay.
That is always go to.
But I
What is?
always just tell my homegirls too, watch out for the motherfuckers, man. You know, but you got the same thing. Like, no, don't get me wrong. It was my home. Like when we first was dating, like was when I came to Houston. It was like I wouldn't stop. Everybody knew about her. That's one thing that I got out the way. I'm married. I'm married. When I'm married, hey, I got a girlfriend. Got a girlfriend. Got a girlfriend. Oh, before complete side note. Hold on, let me do this. Complete side note. The worst thing to do that pissed me off in a relationship is
Mm,
when you have somebody, home girlfriend, just walk up. And when you talking to somebody, especially somebody of the opposite sex, he has a girlfriend.
oh my god! Like I'm not
Bitch.
here for that. I'm not
That
here for
that's
that.
that's extremely annoying. That is like,
People
please stay
speak
away from me.
in
I
general.
can handle this.
Yeah, don't speak for me.
Oh, that shit used to piss me off. Like, and the other person be like, I know. One of them like, I'm his cousin. What the fuck is your problem?
And you know what's so crazy? I used to do that to my brothers when I was little. Like they would bring girls to the house, and I'd be like, they be sitting in the living room, and they be like already uncomfortable because they at their boyfriend's house or whatever. And I'd be like,
hmm
he pee in his bed, right? You. They would sit there and be like,
Wow.
it's okay, and then I'd be like, he don't brush his teeth unless he going to the movies with a girl, right? And they just be sitting there. I'm just like, how the fuck are you getting girls, dog?
Why are you hating? Like,
Because my brothers were so trifling, and I just couldn't understand what type of caliber of girl would a woman be to like look past this shit.
man, when I tell you, the culture has shifted. Just like we were
This
talking about with music.
this shit is crazy to
Hold
me.
on. Like, I remember, so, once again, raised by majority women, had women around me, blah, blah, blah. Remember, my aunt used to get so pissed off when girls used to call the house.
Oh,
This is, once again, this is post cell phone era, okay? But when girls just to call the house, she'll pick up and she's like, "Why the hell are you calling him? He should be calling you."
Right.
And I'm like, "Stop hating. Like, go on now." I remember
Oh,
she had to give me a conversation about don't let girls buy you any gifts, especially expensive gifts. And shit,
and you
I was a
allow.
different breed. Oh, did I allow? If a, did I allow? Oh, like you gotta stop that. But it's live and learn. I had a girl buy me an Xbox. That shit was
I remember.
thoughtful. Yeah, but as soon as I was once again was breaking up with her, it was some fuck shit she did, and she wanted the Xbox back, and I'm like, it don't work like that, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Just like it's not gonna work that way. But that's how it goes. Like, but I understand. When some people, especially young, buy you stuff, it's like something they can hold above you, try to hold possession of you.
Mm. I
So,
I ever take I no, I always refuse big gifts from men because I knew it came with like a cost that I wasn't trying
yeah.
to pay. Still to this day, I do not like men buying me expensive things or like giving me nice like favors. Like, no, that favor is too big. No, I will not allow it. I will not allow it because I just feel like I need to earn what you're giving me, and it doesn't matter. Like, if I do something, if you ask me to do something and I do it, and you be like, how much do I owe you? Like, I don't have no price on that shit. But if you give me something that I feel like is too much for what I did, the next time you ask me to do something, I'm refusing you giving me anything for it because I feel like this is going to add up to the last thing you gave me. And I don't know how women today be like, can I have some money? Or I need this and like ask a man like, where do you get the audacity to ask a working man that's not with you for these things that you don't fucking need?
The
I'm just
culture,
a person. And
the
then
culture,
I
especially
was
don't know.
I was in a relationship with a man who worked really hard and he had children, and I think he was so used to being with women that needed things from him and wanted him to buy them things that it probably offended him that I didn't ask him for things or I didn't ask him for money.
Hmm.
And I remember telling him, I said, you need like a woman that's gonna dog you out and use you
Some
because
guys got that mentality.
that shit is crazy to me. Like, if I don't need it,
It's different. Yeah, I got
I'm
some
not.
homegirls that think totally different. I think I got homegirls that if he, I got homegirls that was completely empty a dude's bank account out that he doesn't know is a complete stranger and not give him the time of the day.
I could never
Not
do
hi,
that.
hello. Yeah, you got a good spirit. You know,
I just
I know some guys that do the same thing to a woman, vice versa. And that's why I say, my thing is, I don't put it towards the sex. I just put it towards the individuals. Because it can go either way.
yeah. I don't know.
Please believe that.
Some people just haven't learned their lessons, which brings me to
And that's what happened to me. I learned my shit, kind of. I just like, for instance, with Cash App, like it was a girl on Twitter. She was going through some type of medical treatment or something like that, and she
lie.
was sounding real depressed. Been following her. No, she really was. She would be in the hospital showing that she was going through the problem, whatever case may be. Now she would
Mm.
do some other shit, and she needed lunch. So I $10. Here, just like a donation, my good favor today. Because I'm that type of dude that would even pay for the people behind me's food and shit and drive through
I always
lane
wanted
and
to do
shit.
not there yet.
No, I do that shit. I do that shit. I ain't gonna say I do it a lot anymore, but I do. So I do. I give a lot. I believe do at least one kind deed a day.
Hmm.
It makes me feel good, and I think that's what God put me here to try to make some. If I can make anybody's day better, I feel like I've been not a successful day to an extent. So,
Mm.
I can cash $10, no problem. Boom, boom, boom. Like then, like two other. She asked after blue. hey, I left my weed money at home. Can you send me this? Excuse me, bitch. Huh? The fuck wrong with you? No. So I was like, maybe it's a mistake. I didn't respond to shit. I deleted the shit. Keep going. Like, maybe this is a joke. Maybe she got me fucked up for somebody else. Then it was another time she like, oh, I need this. Like, it was like something much small, like something for $2. Like, I needed
Yeah.
something.